Now, for those of you with unsecured wireless internet networks, this next story should be a huge wake-up call for you. Recently, a retired CIA official in Florida had the FBI banging on his front door looking for child pornography. It turns out that somebody had stolen the guy's wireless internet signal and was using it to download images of child porn. This report from NBC News details just how the high-tech assault was carried out.
Malcolm Riddell says he was just too busy. Fluent in Chinese, a Harvard business graduate, a former spy with the CIA.
I heard a pounding on the door.
Who was recently accused by a dozen armed FBI agents standing in his living room of
child pornography. I said, huh? Huh? I was speechless. I just didn't know what to say.
Malcolm Riddell lives on the 12th floor of this condominium, and way over there, on a boat in the marina, 2 city blocks from his house, the FBI eventually figured out someone had locked onto his wireless internet signal that he had forgotten to protect with a password. Agents eventually arrested 52-year-old Mark Brown for allegedly distributing from his library of more than 10 million child pornography photographs. But how could anyone steal a weak wireless signal from so far away?
A Pringles can.
A Pringles can.
A Pringles can.
With that Pringles cantenna wired into his laptop in just 30 minutes on the streets of Pittsburgh, FBI agent Tom Grasso locked onto 381 unprotected wireless signals.
It's really not hard to do, especially today out here on the where we are today. We're picking up plenty of open networks. You're not going to see it. You're not going to notice any unusual activity on your computer. It's going to be very hard for you to detect.
Which brings us back to Malcolm, an unwitting accomplice not charged with a crime.
It's a sense of regret that even if I'd forced him to go to another router or to find another way, I could have at least curtailed what was going on for a little bit.
The FBI estimates 50 million American homes have yet to lock that open internet door with a password.
So just what should you do to protect your wireless internet from those who would use it for less than honorable purposes? Well, by far the simplest thing that you can do is you can secure your network by using a password. This feature is available on just about all wireless routers, and in most routers it can be found under the Security tab or under the Wireless tab. Now you want to make sure that when you are securing your network with a password that you use WPA security as opposed to WEP, as WEP passwords can be easily cracked in a matter of minutes by the simplest of software. Another method of access restriction is MAC address filtering. Your MAC address is the physical hardware address assigned to your network card on your computer. It can be fairly challenging for most basic users to change this, and what MAC address filtering does, it allows you to block all unauthorized MAC addresses from connecting to your computer. What you'll have to do is you'll have to look up the MAC address for all the computers you want to be able to connect to your network wirelessly, and enter them manually into the router's configuration page. With a combination of WPA passwords and MAC address filtering, your wireless network should be virtually impenetrable. You should also consider changing the default username and the default password on your router. In many cases, when you purchase your router, set it up, take it out of the box, the default password and username is admin or administrator or something along those lines. By changing your password, you can ensure that anybody who actually can get connection to your router will not be able to change any of the settings in it, such as removing the password. Usually, these settings can be found under the Administration Access tab of your router's configuration page or under a Security tab. You might also want to consider changing the default IP address of your router to further enhance security. In conclusion, the security of your wireless network is of the utmost importance. Not only will an unsecured network give anybody access to the internet under your IP address, but it will also allow hackers to easily access any computers or devices on your network. As I've shown you, securing your wireless network is a very simple, quick, and painless procedure. Why not consider doing it today? For iNet, this is Christopher reporting.